If you can dream it, you can do it. I have a problem with this statement, and I will tell you why in the video. The question that we first have to ask is, can we create our own reality? And if so, how? I'm going to give you the answers very clearly, and at the end of the video, you will understand exactly how you can reach your dream life, your dream outcomes. And if you have not succeeded in that yet, what might be the problems? Now, we all create our own reality if we want to know it or not. Now, this is where the magic comes in. We create what we live, but if we don't know it, we are like victims of ourselves, basically. But when we are aware that we are the creators of it, then we get the power, then we take the position of the co-creator of our reality with the universe. To understand this, we have to understand energy and how it works. So we live in a vibrational universe. Everything is energy. Einstein said it. Quantum physics has proven it now, and it is not really a topic of debate anymore. Everything is energy. Everything vibrates. Our thoughts, as well as our actions, as well as our emotions, everything vibrates and has a frequency. Dolores Cannon said that this is the one thing that we were meant to learn here on earth, and that is how to manipulate energy. Because remember, we are creators, so if we understand how to use the energy, we can create whatever we want to. We were not meant to be here on earth struggling. We were meant here to be experiencing everything that we want to experience. While we are not aware of this, things happen to us and we think it is from an outside, something from the outside. But actually it is still us creating all the scenarios through the things that we think and we feel. But let's start at the beginning of how it works, and then you will have clarity and know exactly what to do to create your dream reality. Everything starts with a thought. Neville Goddard said, thoughts become things. This is true. So what you think will show up in your reality if you continue to think that thought, because that becomes a belief. It does not mean you have to be afraid. If you had one negative thought, now suddenly everything in your reality is going to change into the negative. But the moment you become aware of your thoughts, you can use your thoughts to create. But here is a more important thing. You can try to change your thoughts as much as you want, but you would not be able to, because thoughts have a bit of their own momentum. So how do we then use thoughts to create our reality? How do we then change our thoughts so that we create with our thoughts the things that we wish to? The answer lies in alignment. You have to perfectly align the things you desire, the things you truly desire, the things you know in your heart that you desire. You have to align those desires, which are vibrations, with your thoughts, with your emotions, and then actions that are also aligned will follow. The way to do it is to firstly get into the feeling. So it is the feeling that will determine the thoughts, and the thoughts are the vibrations that will bring into this reality things that are on the same vibration according to the law of attraction, and those things will show up in your reality. But you have to stay aligned, because when you are living in the third dimension, it will take a time for the things to materialize here in this reality. The more you elevate, the higher your frequency are on which you vibrate, the quicker your manifestations will appear into your reality, because now you are vibrating on a higher frequency where things appear quicker. Let me know if you understood that, and if you want me to make a separate video about that. How you can check where you are and what you are creating is to see what shows up in your reality. The outside world is a mirror that reflects back to us the things that we believe and the things that we give attention to. The things we give attention to are the things that gets momentum, that gets drawn to us. Where your focus goes, there your energy goes, and then you attract the things into your reality. There are 2 times when your subconscious mind is very susceptible, and that is before you fall asleep and when you start to wake up. So what you do is in the evening, before, when you go to bed, when you start to drift off, you can start to think about all the wonderful things that is given to you. Even if you are at that stage going through a difficult time, just think of the fresh air that you breathe. Think of the abundance in nature that surrounds you. Think of all the things that are given to you regardless. What I do is I tell myself, tomorrow morning you're going to wake up in the 5th dimension reality. That is the reality where we perfectly understand paradox and where we have peace and unconditional love. So we program our subconscious mind to see those things the next morning, because there is a mechanism in the brain called the reticular activating system. So what it does, while you're sleeping, these thoughts now are processed in your subconscious mind, and your subconscious mind sees that as important. So the next day it will look for patterns, because this is also a pattern generator, to confirm to you the things that you told yourself at night. So the morning when you wake up, you can reaffirm these. You can write down what you are grateful for before you start the day, and spend some time being grateful. What that does is it puts you in that vibration. Now, if you are in that vibration, you will start to think those thoughts. And if you realize that something happens that makes it difficult, you can quickly shift your thoughts back by changing your perspective, bringing it back to the things you are grateful for. And if you start your day meditating and imagining that you are already where you want to be and who you want to be, experiencing that feeling, even though you have no sign of that yet, just imagine that your brain does not know the difference. So if you now imagine that you are now experiencing, and your body is experiencing, the emotions, the energy of your future reality that you want to draw in. And because you are experiencing that, you are on that vibration, and the vibration will be a very strong signal that will pull that reality to you, because that is the law of attraction. It is how it works. It must happen. The only way it will not happen is if you block it, because it is on its way. So that is why your thoughts are so important. I'm not going to talk about things that block these manifestations, because I have made videos before. I will put the link here so that you can go back to that. The blockages can be removed. The way to attract your dreams, your dream reality, is to be like a river, to flow, to go with how the universe leads you, to not resist. It is a feminine energy. Remember, the feminine energy is the creative energy. And for many, many centuries, we have been guided to be in our masculine energy. And that is an energy that is very much focused on action. That can be one of the biggest blockages if we think we should do everything and determine through what we do what we will create. Because then we don't leave any room for miracles to appear in our life. So no matter what it is, don't try to figure out how you are going to create this dream. Our minds, our thoughts, the things that we can imagine are just like the tip of an iceberg. Only our mind can understand that. So what we have to do is to trust and to flow and to concentrate on being in the now, in the emotion of the reality that we dream of. I trust you found value in this video. If you want to book a session with me for spiritual guidance or manifestation guidance, you can book it through my website. The link is here and in the description. I'm sending you my infinite love till I speak to you again in the next video. Goodbye.